Your giant. I'm gonna show everybody your giant head.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Show everybody your giant head.
my head is giant. It makes this hat look so small because I have a giant head. But the most important thing is the Beanie Boys are back.
The Beanie Boys are back.
Oh, baby. We here.
We ready to steer?
You in the right direction. It's just we steer.
I'm just so used to the old one, man.
Practiced this for weeks. And by weeks, I mean we've done it like twice. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi, and this undersized beanie, that's Brandon Perna, and this is GPS. Yeah, today I found out that I have a big head. Yeah. Today was the. It looks very normal on you. It looks like
because I got a small head.
Yeah, it's just like I think I'm just gonna stretch it. It's just like.
Yeah, that's how you wear it.
This is how you do it, right? I honestly can't see a thing.
Oh, you look like a superhero. You look like
I'm Daredevil.
Yeah, the blind guy.
Yep, that's me. I'm the blind guy.
You look like the superhero who somehow has powers, but he can't see.
Do you think that, crazy. Like, if you're blind, you're just like, oh man, maybe I could be like Daredevil, and then you just like get hit by a car because you think you're a superhero? That'd be really sad. Just be like, I guess I wasn't. I guess I wasn't. Yeah, folks, we're here. I'm pretty sure it's this way. Yep, we're here. There it is. I really can't see anything out of this to talk about the craziness of the NFL. And we got a lot to talk about. We got Broncos to talk about, which, by the way, I have to give Brandon Perna some credit because we were talking about the mid teams and the Denver Broncos are in the thumbnail. So, you know what? I appreciate
know where we're at.
Self-analysis and the reflection there.
Yep. I wanted to talk mid teams because on Wednesdays we compare our power rankings. That's about the top teams.
Yep.
I think everybody kind of has an idea of what the bottom feeders are. So there's a good amount of teams right now where I don't know if we really know if they're good or bad. So I made a video message on my YouTube channel.
Finger spell. You don't do it right. Way to go. Way to
GPS. Nailed it.
Nailed it. But before we get into that, we do have a very special announcement, and that is that Brandon Perna is a monster. He is a terrible human being because he has cursed the Green Bay Packers, and we're facing Tom Brady next week, Perna.
I know. It was one of those moments where I realized I cursed the Packers. I was like, oh, this is hilarious. Going to be great for the show if it works out. I actually hope it works because the curse wheel brings in just, it spices up the power rankings. And then I remembered you guys were playing Tom Brady, and I immediately did not like it. Did not like it.
That actually looks a little bit better.
What's funny about the Packers getting cursed is right before I finished my script, I flip-flopped the Chargers and the Packers. Like, the Chargers are not better than the Packers right now. I was like, what am I thinking here? These Chargers are going to charge themselves right into no man's land. And I flipped them.
I'm starting to think that you actually love Tom Brady because you cursed the Saints, who played Tom Brady last week, and now you cursed the Packers, who are playing Tom Brady this week. I think it's a secret love that you have for Tom Brady, and this is just your way of showing it.
Tom Brady actually controls the curse wheel. I've been calling him like Satan. And we all know where Brady got all of his Super Bowl rings from. Filleting the devil.
It is.
That's what you got to do.
It is the 21st night of September. Do you remember?
That devil D right where you don't want to.
Do you remember?
Look, we'll see. Well, I thought the curse wheel was dead, honestly.
It's still alive and kicking.
And if we want to analyze the curse wheel, it cursed the Bills week 1, and the Bills are winning, but injuries for Buffalo are really starting to pile up. So maybe.
What would you do if you're a Bills player and you are in the medical tent, right? You're getting looked at, you got a stinger on the field, and the medical staff comes up and is like, I think you just got cursed by Brandon. And they're like, excuse me? Like, yeah, Brandon Perna. That's just what this is. It's like, who are you talking about? And then they just show the videos, and that's how you get more subscribers.
Yeah, I think I want the NFL players to unionize against me. You got the NFLPA. Let's get the players to come together and fight against the curse wheel. If you've got any sort of dignity, respect for yourself in the game, football players, come get the guy that's bringing you down, and it's the wheel.
Yep.
Tom struggles with hat.
I don't struggle with hats. It's just the beanie's too small. You sent me a small one, Perna, and they might just be a one size fits all.
One size fits all.
Except my big melon head.
Not Tom.
That's fine. It's for my big brain.
It's your big. See, you wear a lot of the beanies that do the flip, right?
Yeah, I love those beanies.
See, I don't like those ones. I like the ones that are just like this.
Why?
I don't know.
Like this, this looks like it just.
Also, I look better when my hair's long in a beanie. Right now, look at this. Look how nice this hair is.
Do you know how messy my hair would be if I lifted this up?
Let me see that messy hair.
Do you see this?
Oh, look at that greasy hair.
Greasy? I took a shower yesterday.
Yeah, but you put my beanie on.
Well, the problem is I need to shoot the NFC South today, and I need to have messy hair for the Buccaneers character. Seb's got to have the messy hair.
Hey, Tom, guess what? Today's episode sponsored by Athletic Greens. AG1 is the product you put in your body.
Will it make my head smaller?
See me taking my AG1. My body says this is fun. Get those toxins out of here. They're done. Yeah, that's all I got. Look, Athletic Greens sponsoring the show. Link in the description. I started taking Athletic Greens because I had a plethora of vitamins. And I'm like, this is too much. I'm spending too many dollars in too many different areas. I want one supplement to make my body whole.
One to rule them all.
And I like Athletic Greens. And I reached out to them to sponsor the show because I was a user. I was a user of their product. Okay? I'm just watching you struggle with your head. I would like to put Athletic Greens inside that beanie and get them into your brain. There's no GMOs in Athletic Greens, less than 1 gram of sugar, no nasty chemicals or artificial anything, while still tasting good. I take it after I work out, usually. Sometimes I take it in the morning. If you are somebody who's taking vitamins, you know you can't really take them on an empty stomach because they can make you nauseous. Athletic Greens absorbs nicely into an empty belly, so you can take it whenever you want. You just put it in some water, you shake it. I add a little ice, and we'll see if, AG1 helps me get through what I call winter daycare season when my child brings home all the nastiest germs and viruses. It's going to boost my immune system, my nervous system, give me energy. So again, link in the description. And to make it easy, Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of immune supporting vitamin D. I think it's this guy right here.
Vitamin D, vitamin D. Vitamin D.
And 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/GPS. Again, athleticgreens.com/GPS.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask Athletic Greens if when people go to the site, they can just play that sound clip. athleticgreens.com/GPS.
I like it.
Take ownership of your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. All in one scoop. All right. Where are we starting today, Tom?
Well, we're going to start with the Denver Broncos because an article just dropped about them. Okay. And I want you to show a clip that had been circulating because, you put the Denver Broncos there on the thumbnail for mid. And it is only week 2, but, there's got to be some concern there that maybe this is the case. But I wanted to get your thoughts on this clip that was going around, Perna. This one right.
Hey, sideline, run a pass. Hey, you got to let them know. Come on, commit to it. You got to let them know. Run a pass. Let's go. Got to let them know. Run a pass. Run a pass. Let them know. 9-6. Let them know. Run a pass. Let them know. Run a pass. Nice and loud. Pass.
So my question is, how much do you think the team hates him? Because I'm starting to think it's going to be a good amount because he's like the professor or the teacher you have for like an 8 a.m. class. And he's like, good morning. And you're like, here, good morning. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. You could do better than that. Good morning.
Except he's playing in an NFL game at his home stadium trying to help out his team. I see a quarterback trying to give his team an edge, trying to help out the guys on the field. I saw that 2 weeks ago. That clip's old. A week and a half ago. Came out after the Seahawks game. A lot of people trying to poo-poo on Russ there. I don't mind it. Is he doing that every game? I don't think so. I think that was a crowd noise thing. I think people are looking for reasons to shit on Russell Wilson, and frankly, I'm tired of it.
I don't disagree with that, honestly. I don't. My question is, when do you start doing it? What loss do you start going?
Oh, I mean, if we're at mid-season with a couple games below 500, you will see a very saucy...
It's going to be a U-turn, and it's going to be sharp. You're going to rip that wheel. It's going to be Tokyo Drift in here. And you're going to be that one guy who did not age well.
No, there's a couple things to be very critical of. One, it's the Nathaniel Hackett not being good as a head coach right away. I want to give him a pass. I think coaches, they deserve a little time to adjust. But, like, how many other head coaches are we not making that excuse for? Ooh. You know what I mean? Like, Mike McDaniel, he's doing fine. Why am I only able to think of Mike McDaniel right now?
Did you take your beanie off?
Like a while ago. I said my hair just looks too good.
Go ahead. Keep talking about your mediocre coach.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, he should be better right away in terms of game management. So, it's my beanie. I'm the one who invested my profits into it and have sold one.
Listen, I just thought that, when the Beanie Boys were back, I thought that they were back. But, I guess not the case. Speaking of Nathaniel Hackett, there's an article that just came. Oh, yes, Ray. Yes. And now he has taken off the beanie for the Beanie Boys. So you know what? I'm pretty sure that now Perna has cursed himself. So, yeah. And that's what I was going to talk about, Lydia. Yes, there's a Ringer article that came out talking about how Nathaniel Hackett was basically just, bait for Aaron Rodgers to come to the Denver Broncos, and it did not work.
That's a clickbaity thing.
I'm not saying I agree or disagree with it. I'm just presenting what was said in the article.
I know.
Yeah, and so that I think you're going to start to see if the Broncos continue to struggle, because I think Sunday night's going to be a tough game for them against the 49ers. The more that they struggle, the more articles you're going to see, and I think you're going to see like a big old, sharp turn against Nathaniel Hackett and Russell Wilson. I'm just curious of like the team itself, how they feel about it, like how the front office feels about it. Obviously they're not happy, with the way the performance has been for the past couple of weeks, but like, I don't think they'd have to be catastrophically bad for them to like pull the plug on Hackett and Wilson after a season. I think we're like,
they're not going to pull it on Wilson. And I don't think George Payton hired Nathaniel Hackett. I don't think he did it just because he thought that was going to get him Aaron Rodgers. I don't think George Payton is that dumb. And if you recall this offseason, Nathaniel Hackett was one of the hottest head coaching candidates out there.
Agreed.
So let's not do this revisionist bullshit ringer where we pretend like nobody wanted Hackett except for the one team who thought that if they got him, they would bring in Aaron Rodgers. It's stupid. Mike McDaniel right now is a hot name as a head coach. He's taken nothing but criticism until the Dolphins played and won 2 games. But why did the Dolphins end up with Mike McDaniel? It's because they effed up their coaching situation. They were one of the last teams to make a hiring, and they lucked into Mike McDaniel. They lucked into him, okay? So before people start saying, like, this was the only reason Hackett got the job, it's stupid. Hackett got the job with George Payton because they were impressed with his knowledge of the game, what he wanted to do to be a leader, and a whole bunch of other things where you're taking a guess on a guy on how that will translate to the team. Now, Ben Albright, who is a Broncos reporter here in Denver, nearly broke his hand when we were playing football 2 weeks ago. I think to address this ringer thing, said that both Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson had approved head coaching candidates if they were to come to the Broncos. And he was saying that the Broncos' contact with Rodgers was more extensive than we would like to believe. But Hackett, Quinn, and Kevin O'Connell. So Dan Quinn. And really it was down to Dan Quinn and Nathaniel Hackett. And if you also recall, nobody friggin' wanted Dan Quinn. They were like, don't bring in that loser from Atlanta. Don't bring in the friggin' choke artist, even though players say he's a great leader, even though it looks like when they fire Mike McCarthy in Dallas, he'll be given the job. So again, it is like, let's tell the story we want to tell now to get people to click on our dumb, stupid little article. Oh, I hate the ringer. I mean, I like the ringer, but I hate them because they have gotten a ton of money invested in that company. And I would like to see the same people come and give that to GPS. Anyway, sorry. You woke up a sleeping giant this morning, Tom.
I got a giant head if it makes you feel better.
Yeah. Now, that said, like, Hackett's got to get a lot better in the game.
Yeah.
You want your head coach to, like, he's got to manage the game. And my thought right now is Hackett's struggling to call plays and manage the game. He's not relinquishing play calling. So we'll see. Also, if you want to go back and look, there's execution errors. Like, you can call the best play on earth, but if your team's not executing, if guys are missing blocks, if they're not doing the concept right, it's going to screw you. So I will say the defense is playing really good. I think Russell Wilson and the offense will get better. Will they be great? I don't know. I don't know if Hackett's that guy. Give me fake BS. I'm not about that life.
Sorry, you're upset, Brandon. I mean, again, I think you're seeing there's a lot of nuance. I don't think that you're going to see a lot of new head coaches with new QBs and a new system do well. And yeah, obviously Russell Wilson is a veteran, but at the same time, like, it's a brand new system. So it's gonna take a while.
It takes time.
And you have a crap ton of injuries. Like, I'll give you that. Like, you have a crap ton of injuries. I'm getting a different hat. Go off on them, Perna.
All right. Actually, I just want to check because, people have mentioned, where's this? Hold on. I'm trying to look up Tom Brady's first few starts with the Buccaneers. Okay. All right. Now,
pom-pom on it. Okay, now I feel so much better.
Here we go.
Soft.
Tom Brady's first 2 starts with the Buccaneers. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, 239 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 217 yards. Okay, then he came in and played Denver, and he wiped the floor with them.
Yep, that sounds all right.
All right, so it took Tom 2 weeks, really, to, I think get comfortable in Tampa. We're at the 2-week mark with Russ. It took Peyton Manning 3 weeks for it to click when he came to Denver. I'm comparing Russ to those guys because I think based on his past work, he's on the same level in terms of talent. Question is, where is Russ at moving forward? We'll see. And I'm cautiously optimistic because there's things that have happened out there that I think Russ could have fixed had he felt like he has more control of the team. So we'll see. Like, I think Tom Brady and Peyton Manning know that they are a coach on the field, and they'll do whatever the hell they want when they feel the game changing or going against them. I'm not sure Russ is that guy. Russ, to me, right now, seems like I got to wait for the coach to call the play, and then we'll do it. So we'll see.
Well, like, my concern is, too, like, with the Broncos, because, like, just looking at their upcoming schedule, like, it's not the easiest one.
Except for that Colts game.
Yeah, apparently the Colts, they're going to be able to wipe the floor.
And the Raiders. Come on.
Yeah, we'll see with the Raiders. But, like, Chargers are going to be tough.
Oh, yeah.
Jets could be sneaky tough.
I'd say by then the Jets might have something going. Jags, we thought would be easy. Not no more.
I don't know. And then Titans, who the hell knows what's going on with them. Like, they have very winnable games, but that ending, dude, like, this is a gauntlet.
Thank God this gauntlet is at the end of the season. If they're not ready for that gauntlet by then,
they're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, Ravens, Broncos, we'll see what the cards are. Rams, Chiefs, Chargers. Like, that's going to be
Rams
rough.
Will be good by then. Yeah, it is what
Colts
it is.
First win against the Broncos.
Hey, now it's Thursday night. I'm going to be at that game, so eat it.
Ooh. That would be a bad look, though. That would be a bad look. The Colts are down bad right now. Colts are down bad. But, all right, Perna, we got a little power ranking action.
Yep, and then we'll bring in our mid teams. We have not done the mids. We will get there.
Let's go.
Oh, No, I didn't import the power rankings.
Oh, yeah. Broncos, Raiders. It's going to be something. If you lose against the Raiders, I think that's what might start to set Brandon Perna off the deep end.
Let's see what the Raiders do against the Titans this week, Guillermo.
Ooh.
We'll see who's going to be losing their crap.
Now, Perna, I was about to ask you. I agree. I was about to ask you how much thought you put into the power rankings, but ever since we talked on Monday and you just said you just throw them on there, these power rankings were insane, like absolutely insane. The fact that I know the Giants are not a good team. I know they're not.
Yeah.
I know in my heart of hearts they're not. But they're 2-0. I'm like, you know what? I just got to give it to them. I just got to put them on there.
This is our most similar power rankings ever, I think.
Wow, this is actually really close.
We got Bills, Chiefs, Eagles, Dolphins, all top 4. I got Lions 5, F the Bucks, Giants at 10, and then really it's just semantics from 9 to 5.
We have the same exact teams though, don't we?
Yeah, there's not one different team.
Look
and people
at us.
don't know, like, we do not talk about who we're putting in like
nope.
We don't know.
We don't converse about this. No. I love how you have to mess up at least one thing, and so it was the Chargers logo.
Yeah, it's just like upside down in the template, and I'm not changing it.
Except you changed it for yours.
Well, no, it's not upside down on mine.
Oh.
What's funny is, so the template is from last year, and the Giants weren't in the template, so like, but that was never a problem because we never had the Giants in the top.
Never
10.
had them in there. It's fine.
And neither were the Commanders because I hadn't updated the logo. It changed last year. So today I updated the template. It now features the Giants and Commanders, all 32 teams in there. My biggest struggle, honestly, in this list was number 10.
Yeah, I agree.
I gave the Giants a pity spot because they have won both of their games. All right. They got a new head coach. That's the other guy. Dable looks like he knows what he's doing out there.
He does, yeah.
Brian Dable knows what he's doing. That was a guy Broncos fans, wanted, but it wasn't a possibility. Their wins have been ugly. They beat the Panthers. It's like, I wanted to put the Jacksonville Jaguars at 10. I kind of wanted to put the Jaguars at 10 because not so much pity, but just the level of improvement it feels like they've made by getting rid of Urban Meyer, and players seem to like Doug Peterson. Like, they gave him the game ball. I thought that was pretty cool. They're a young team. We'll see if they can string together some wins, but I really wanted them in there.
Listen, the Jaguars might win the division. I mean, it is such a dumpster fire of a division. If they're able to string along some games and Christian Kirk, continues to look like he was a good investment.
Looks like guys catching the balls are helping all Trevi Lore.
I'm in 8 fantasy leagues and I lost all 8 last week. All 8. I've not like one because I played against Lamar in 4 leagues per
Damn, dog.
4.
Because Tom and I are also in a sports YouTuber league.
Oh, I'm 0-2.
That was my biggest. I just got annihilated.
I also don't have 2 QBs. I have Jacoby Brissett as my starting QB, and I didn't know it was a 2 QB league, so I just didn't draft other ones. But I did get Malik Willis, so maybe I'll turn it around.
Who starts first, Malik Willis or Kenny Pickett? Ooh, that's a hot take.
I think it'll be Kenny because he might be after this Thursday. I think the only reason Kenny's not starting right now is because it's a short week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we did pretty close. I wouldn't be willing to say the Lions are all the way up at number 5. Like, I would say the Bucks are still better than them. I would say the Ravens are still better than them. But listen, I put them on the list. Nay.
Amon-Ra Ra 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 St. Brown.
I love how I was like, oh, you're just gonna do 3 Ra's, but I saw the little bar and I'm like, oh, this is long. This goes on for a while.
The Lions are grit. That's fair. You can put them above the Bucks. I understand why a sane person would do that.
I
understand. I finished Hard Knocks last night. Finally, just had that last episode to go.
No, please. That's not another $100. No, that's not a new $100 donation clip. No.
Oh, yes, it is.
No.
For Amon-Ra Ra. I'll make it longer.
I keep telling Perna, but he's not listening. It's not Amon. It's Amin. Amon-Ra St. That's coming from a Lions fan.
Then spell it with an I, is how I say it.
I just love to. Oh my God, what is his name? Because you have Amon-Ra St. Brown, you have Equinemius St. Brown, and their dad's name is like something super basic.
It's like Brett.
It's like Mark or Mike or something.
Mark, Brett.
Oh, now I need to. Oh, the chat's gonna know. I don't even know why I'm looking it up. It's gonna be. Oh, there you go.
Amon-Ra?
Oh, it's John. It's literally John.
There we go. John Brown.
He's just like, John, oh yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Equinemius St. Brown. Okay.
And you will be Smorgasbord St. Brown.
Yes, I am calling John's basic. You know why? Because you are Jonathan or Johnny. And that's at least a little like spin on it. It's a little twist.
Johnny Barks.
Johnny Barks.
It's like, I don't know if you watch Peaky Blinders, but there's a character
Peaky Blinders!
Johnny Dogs. That's what I think of for Johnny Barks. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, here's what I was going to say. Finally finished that last episode of Hard Knocks. I always have a hard time finishing the last one because, everything that's already happened, and
it's also tough too because half the episode. First of all, I'm not on it, but the half of the episode is just a long pause that Dan Campbell does. So
yeah, it played again and just like, oh, is this the part? I was like, yeah. But the way Dan Campbell conducts business as a head coach, the way he relates to players, he's legit. He is good. Nobody thought he was going to be good, and he might be one of the best coaches in the NFL. Like, when they were releasing the dudes, I've watched all the Hard Knocks. I felt like he did the best job at showing the guys like he actually cared about them. And I think they actually believe he cares about them, as opposed to other coaches. They're like, hey, this is really tough for me, but it feels like it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think he even said, like, he was talking about how hard those 2 days were. And he's like, if it's not hard, then it's time to get out of coaching. But like, I don't know, man. I would like to play for Dan Campbell. That's like my takeaway is they're doing shit right. And I'm excited about the Lions. Hard Knocks help with that. I think the Eagles, what they did to the Vikings, makes the Lions, the way they played them week 1 in a loss, a little more impressive.
Completely agree. Yep.
That's really what pushed it up, because, you know, they beat the Commanders. Like, who cares? The Commanders suck. They got to hold on to a lead, but I like the Lions, man. I will always root for the underdog. They're the underdogs of the underdogs. And I know I'm setting myself up to be hurt, but
no, in a couple years, they won't be underdogs. If they do it right and they get a franchise QB in this next draft, they won't be underdogs anymore. Because I mean, again, that's been ever since they hired Dan Campbell, I was like, just wait. And once they started seeing what they're doing in the draft and building it in the trenches, I feel like I've just said it a million times now. But if they're able to get like the guy at QB, because Jared Goff, like, they're going to win with Jared Goff, right? But you even saw him the win against the Commander. Like, he was missing some throws. And you're like, yeah, he's not the guy. But everyone knows he's not the guy. He's just like the Band-Aid. He's a temporary guy. He's a stopgap. Once they get their guy, and if they keep on building it well, they're going to be just fine. So, yeah. By the way, just got a new Grossi Posse hoodie. Just saying.
It arrived. Dang, I didn't know it was here already.
That's what I said this morning.
No,
How do you
I
think
thought
I
you
knew
just
she
saw that you
ordered
got
it?
I didn't. Look, man, Jess and I live different lives, even though I can literally hear her upstairs right now.
I said she got a hoodie. How else would I have that information, Perna?
I don't know. Maybe you saw that she ordered it on the analytics. Did she tweet it? Where's that from?
Yeah, she tweeted it. I retweeted it too.
Was I in the tweet?
No.
Yeah. See, I'm very selfish.
No, she said internet friends are better than in real life friends. So
in real life fans.
That too. It's fine. We're gonna rock. All right, let's talk about, because our things are basically the same. Let's talk about the mid teams.
Let's do it. Oh, here I got the. Oh, where's my?
Well,
I'm gonna bring it up because we're gonna do this the right way, Tom. Presentation mode. Need computing. Blah, chico, cha cha. Here we go.
Could be a new Star Wars character with that.
Boom. You know what's funny? The tier maker, our NFL fan base rankings, is now officially saved as a tier maker. I clicked on it. I was like, why does this look familiar? And I was like, oh, these are our fan base rankings.
We are trendsetters because we're going to trademark it just like Geno Smith trademarked.
Dude, Geno, did you learn nothing from Russell Wilson?
You know what his name is, right?
Let Russ cook. Let Russ crook. I'm going to rob you. Things have not been as cookalicious for Russ. And since Geno trademarked that, what's he done? Nothing.
It's been, well, again, his name is Eugene.
It is Eugene.
It is Eugene. All right, so we're putting the teams up for the goods.
I'm throwing in some goods. We know, like, all these teams are going to be good.
Yep. Yeah, Eagles go up there.
Where's Philly?
On the top right.
There we go.
I still think that the Ravens are up there. My humble opinion. They blew up. Can we talk about the Rams real quick?
Sure.
There were some people that were talking about the Rams and they were saying like, oh, Tom, you're a hater because the Rams are not there. And I'm like, you guys got your ass kicked by the Bills, which then again, they just seemed like they're going to kick everybody's ass. But you almost blew a lead to the Falcons. No, you're not a top 10 team right now. You might be later in the season. You might be able to rally back. I'm sure you will. But right now, no. I'm sorry. You don't get credit for beating the Falcons. It doesn't work.
Yeah, like if that was a decisive win over Atlanta, had they held on to 28-3, they would have been at number 10, not the Giants.
Yep.
I don't like to give credit for past work. Okay. We live in the now in my brain. I do not think about the past. It's about the future. Rams have not looked great yet this year. So they got to earn. They got to earn their, especially as the Super Bowl defender. People are gunning for you. You got to come out and show that you are still a contender. I think they're mid right now. The Rams, more than any team is going to go on this list, could be good by next week. So
absolutely. Yeah. I think that it's so funny too, because the Eagles, they have a close game with the Lions. The Dolphins, they had that comeback win and their offense didn't look good week 1. The Ravens, they choked it away at the end. The Chiefs have looked good, but they struggled a little bit against the Chargers. The Bills, in just 2 weeks, it's a very small sample size. The Bills look so complete. And that's what it is. It's not like, oh, they have a really good offense, but their defense is not so good. No, their defense looks great. They have injuries, but their defense looks great. Special teams looks great. They're never punting the ball. But then you look over on the offense too, and they're phenomenal. Like Buffalo just looks like a Super Bowl team. I know it's only week 2 and all that great stuff, but they're a team that I'm looking at and I'm like, yeah, if they're able to keep this up, 1, I don't know when they're going to lose. And 2, that's the kind of build you want to have going into the playoffs, which is 15 weeks away. But that's the one that you want to have because it doesn't seem like there's weaknesses in just these first 2 weeks.
Yeah, Buffalo, they're clicking on all phases. And like what I said in the power rankings is usually when a team is as hyped as Buffalo is heading into the season, they just let you down immediately, right? It's like, oh, everybody's like, they're the best team. I think they're the best team. I predict they're my Super Bowl pick. And I'm like, that feels like a curse. Buffalo's delivering. It is a long season, and they got a bunch of injuries right now.
Very long season.
We'll see how they get through that. I'm just going to get this off. Broncos in mid. I'm putting them in mid.
Yeah.
Okay. Like Tom said, they're in the thumbnail. I'm putting the Broncos in mid.
So my question is like, okay, the Bengals, are they bad or are they mid right now?
Oh, they're mid. No, they're bad right now.
Bad right now.
Right now.
Small sample size, but you're losing to Cooper Rush, making a lot of mistakes. The O-line isn't looking any better.
Show me a game where Joe Burrow is sacked just twice, Cincinnati, and you can go to mid. Beat a good team, maybe you'll be back. I think Bengals' most disappointing team so far this season.
Oh, dude, I thought this week was going to be a great bounce back week for them. They were going to be able to like destroy the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Now
we'll be high on the Bengals after they crush Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Josh Allen picked up right where he left off. Like,
yeah,
he was so amazing, and that's just you're not going to rattle him. And I think he's seen the field better than he ever has.
Texans, I say, are bad. I wish they were mid, but
they're bad.
They're bad.
They're bad. Texans and Chargers.
I don't know if Chargers are bad. I think the Chargers are mid.
Chargers are mid. Longest rush for either the Chargers or Texans this season, 12 yards.
Yeah.
And
Herbert's still day to day, right?
Yeah. And look, the Chargers should have beat the Chiefs. Some turnovers in that game get reversed by the officials. Herbert makes one mistake. It cost him everything. So, but LA can't run the ball, and they're trying. They've had 55 rushing attempts this season, and they're averaging like 2.8 yards per carry, which is mind-boggling when your quarterback's as much of a threat as Justin Herbert is. Usually, if you're worried about the pass, you're going to be able to run the ball somewhat effectively. And until the Chargers do that, I think you're right, Tom. Mid.
Yeah, like that's the thing too. Like I'd put the Giants at mid, and I'm being nice with that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put them as good because they definitely like even Giants fans know they're like, oh no, this is like not a great football team, but we're 2-0 and we're just gonna keep on rolling with it. And they're playing the Cowboys on Monday Night Football, so they might be able to go 3-0. There's potential.
That would be that. Oh man, I hope. I hope.
Can you imagine like they just wind up having like a 17-0 season, but we all know they're bad, but like just the starting quarterbacks for the other teams like keep on being out. And they're just like willing themselves to victory, and they're like, I don't even know. I'd watch that. And then they're going to eliminate the Packers in the playoffs because that's how it is. Steelers, bad.
Oh, yeah, they're not good.
By the way, all right, so here's, because we didn't talk about this. So Kurt Benkert, we're very happy for Kurt Benkert getting signed to the practice squad of the San Francisco 49ers. Very happy for him.
Kurt, the Broncos play the 49ers this week. I would like some inside info I could dish to my team, please.
Yeah, right? He's just like texting you. The thing was, Kurt and I were going to stream Thursday's game together. And now I'm going to have to do it alone. And it's the Browns and the Steelers. Oof. That game. Oh, buddy.
What's Tree doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, hey, buddy. He's gonna be like, no, I don't even want to watch that garbage. Like, geez, that's gonna be a rough game. Yeah, but I will say, sometimes the worst games lead to the best streams. So people, you better bring it. You better bring it.
So Trey Lance, because Kurt got signed because Trey Lance broke his ankle, right?
Because they brought Kurt. So here's how the timeline went. Before any of this happened, they brought in Kurt. And they were like, hey, like, we really like, well, I'm sorry. They were going to bring him in. But then I think one of their defensive backs got hurt. And so because of that, they wound up not bringing Kurt in. And he was like, okay, but he remained on their short list. Then he went in for the one workout in which they were like, we love you. Like, you're our number one guy right now. You know, let's just kind of see what happens. Then Trey Lance got injured. And so it kind of just opened it up. And there you go. Now he's on the P squad. Gotcha.
Yeah. And did you see the thing about the Rams? The Rams, it's not a team doctor, but it's like a consultant. And he was saying that Trey Lance could be fully recovered in 10 to 12 weeks.
Yeah.
So Trey Lance could come back. It'd kind of depend on how damaged some of the ligaments got in the break. But it caused some controversy, like, are the 49ers sitting him for the rest of the season because they don't believe in him, even though he could come back? Or is this an opposing team doctor trying to rush back, like, say this guy could come back? And
there's a small part of me, like a very small part of me, that wants Jimmy Garoppolo to not be good. I have nothing against Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, listen, he's kicked our ass enough times, but I don't want him to be good just so Benkert can be called up to the 53. I want that for Benkert. So bad.
I do too. Who's the guy behind Garoppolo right now?
It was Sudfeld, but then he went to the Lions, I think, right? So I don't know who's there now.
Let me look. Who's behind Jimmy G? It's Brock Purdy.
Yeah, he's not going to do anything.
Purdy.
So that's not going to happen.
Tom just said he hopes Jimmy G and Brock Purdy get hurt.
I didn't say nope. So didn't say that they get hurt. I'm saying I hope that they do poorly so that
I heard you wish for an injury.
Nope, don't do that. Didn't do that one. Nope, just want Kurt to get his pension. That's it. I want because you have to get called up to the 53 for a couple games, and then
we will be rooting for that.
So I will say though, what if Kurt goes on a run? And it's the 49ers and Packers in the playoffs.
Oh, I would be rooting for Benkert. Easy. Don't even have to think about it. So easy. Where are the 49ers? Are they mid?
Yeah, I put them mid. Like, again, that team is I'm just going to run the ball for 35 minutes. That's it.
Bears are bad for sure.
Jets, I feel like, are mid.
Yeah, where's my Bears stat? Hold on.
I feel like maybe they're mid. Maybe. They also could be bad.
Fewest passes completed this season.
Yep.
Chicago Bears through 2 games, 15. 15, Tom. And then you got the Niners with 28, Panthers 30,
1-5.
Titans 32.
15 passes. Like, yeah. I don't. So actually, crap, I really wanted to talk about that too, because the Chicago Bears fan base is tearing itself apart. And I'm just like, Do you think people in the chat are saying Jets are still bad?
I don't know, man.
I think they're mid. Anyway, okay, because Justin Fields basically came out and said, because Justin Fields has made some comments before that has like rubbed some Bears fans the wrong way. I think also some people are just being super sensitive. But he basically came out and he was asked a question about the fans, and he said, well, it's the guys who are doing the work. Like they're going out, they're playing. It's not the fans. They're kind of just sitting on the couch and watching. And like there were some fans who were so offended by that. They're like, I watched this team for years, for all the years. I agree with that. And I've done so much. And I'm just like, buddy, I don't think that this is that serious. I think he's just saying like, hey, while the fans, yeah, they're invested, the guys who are, top 1,000 athletes on this planet, they're putting a little bit more work in. So here I am defending Justin Fields. I just didn't think it was that crazy of a statement.
No crazier than, Russell Wilson saying run or pass. We look for things to criticize.
It's true.
Here we go. Vikings. I want to put Vikings in bad, but I'm going to give them the respect of a week 1 win and drop them.
I'll give them mid. I'll give them mid. The Packers I'd put in mid too. I put them right there with the Vikings.
Whoa, I think the Packers are good.
Right now, I want to see how they do against the Buccaneers.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, the
Jags are mid. Jags might be mid.
Jags are mid. Let's go, Jags.
Somebody from the AFC South has to be mid.
Let's go, Jags.
It ain't the Titans.
No, they're bad. The Seahawks are bad.
Seahawks. Oh yeah.
Seahawks are bad. Panthers are bad. They're bad. Yep. Lions mid. Lions are a solid mid right now.
They're good. Lions are
good. They almost blew a lead to the Commanders. I'd say
Lions are top 5 right now, baby.
That's not it.
Luckily, I control this, so they are staying on good.
So guess what, Tom? I don't care about your opinion.
Falcons bad, easy.
You even got Lions fans saying no.
Lions are good. Learn to believe in yourself, Lions fans.
They're just like, I have no prior experience.
They're scared to believe, and I understand why. I will believe for you, Lions fans. I will believe for you.
Browns are bad.
Here's what's interesting about the Browns. I think they're mid.
Chubb is great.
Yeah, it's hard. It's like, and Brissett played pretty well. They just couldn't close out that game last week. I think the Browns are more
go mid. Okay, put them mid.
They could drop down to bad quickly. Raiders. Ooh, what do you want the Raiders, Tom? I want your thoughts on the Raiders so far.
Who'd they lose to week 1?
Week 1, the Raiders lost to the Chargers.
It was the Chargers. I honestly, that week 1 is already such a blur. Like, I don't even remember week 1 anymore. It feels like it was 6 weeks ago. Was that a close game? I don't even remember. Oh, no, that's when Devontae went off and had like over 150 yards and was crushing it. Okay, I got it. And they almost came back. I mean, that was a historic collapse, but I'd put them in mid. I would say that they're a mid team, though, but they're very close to dropping down to bad.
Dictator.
It's a little true. Honestly, I said this in predictions also. I literally said the Colts might beat the Chiefs, or they're going to make it super close, and it's not going to make any sense. Because that's what this season is, because they get blown out. Yes, Mike Evans suspension upheld. I mean, oh no, what a shame.
Because he appealed, right?
Yeah, he did.
And they're like, no, dude. No.
They're like, nah, bro. No.
The NFL is tired of the Buccaneers. Bruce Arians got a warning letter as well for yelling and fighting with referees on the sideline. We're tired of you, Tom Brady's team. And, Tom Brady was whining and yelling too. Like, let's suspend him.
For yelling?
Yeah, I don't like it. Will you say Raiders are mid or bad?
I say mid. I feel like they're mid.
I'll give them one more week mid.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, if they don't win this week, they're 0-3.
No, then they drop down to bad. Yeah.
Saints feel mid.
Saints are mid. They had the week 1, but Jameis Winston in that O-line, it's going to be it's gonna be rough if they can't get that looking okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 12 mid teams.
The Lions need to not be good. They need to be mid.
They are good. Who do the Lions play this week?
Vikings.
Oh, the Lions are going to look so good after this week, Tom. They are going to dismantle Minnesota.
Buddy, I'm telling you, you're putting too much faith in the football gods for things to go normally. Doing predictions this week was one of the most difficult ones. Like, the games are insane. Like, I'm just like, I have no idea who wins. No idea. Not a clue. So, just saying. Cardinals? Do they get the mid look just because of Kyler Murray?
Like, you got to have Cardinals at mid. They just beat the Raiders. Right? You can't have the Raiders in there and not the Cardinals.
I guess the Patriots are mid then. Their offense still doesn't look great.
I still think the Patriots are bad.
I mean, they're not good.
I mean, they beat the Steelers, but...
They did.
Barely. Well, I'll leave them in mid.
Put them in mid.
I feel like if I put them in bad, they're going to be good. So I'm going to put them in mid, and then they'll be bad. That's how it works.
So just because you put the Lions in good, now they're going to be mid?
No, this only works for mid to bad. My good teams, they solid. Now,
this is such a weird... Like, if you were to start the season and be like, okay, who's the undefeated teams? I don't think anyone would have picked the Giants. I don't think anyone would have picked them. Nope. Right? Because it's Buccaneers, Bills, Chiefs, Eagles, Dolphins, and Giants, right? Those are the only undefeated teams.
Yeah.
This is a weird start to the season. It is just very, very weird.
No, week one's always unpredictable. But this feels like both week 1 and week 2 were a little wild. Need to settle for week 3. Come on, week 3. Which of the bad teams do you feel like? I think the Steelers can get a win on a short week.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals can definitely get a win. Maybe who do the Panthers play?
I'm trying to remember. I recorded this Monday night.
Panthers play the...
It's not an AFC South team. The Falcons? No.
No. Saints. They play the Saints. They're not going to win this week.
Oh, it's an NFC South team?
Yeah. Saints, okay. Panthers. The Bengals get the Jets. That's kind of a mid-off. Mid-off.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, too, right? Didn't the Bengals give the Jets gave the Bengals problems, was that last season?
Possibly.
So
that far. Ooh, Jags, Chargers, another mid-off.
Mid-off?
Mid-off. Oh, my. We got I know you said this earlier, but it just clicked. The Cowboys and Giants are Monday night. So we got a stupid primetime Cowboys game. Cooper Rush. And, of course, Broncos 49ers Sunday night, which I am terrified for. Absolutely terrified.
Yeah. I mean, listen, right now, the Buccaneers have so many injuries. If the Packers lose, I'm going to be very upset. I know it's in Tampa, and we do not have a lot of luck against the Buccaneers led by Tom Brady, but like Akeem Hicks, right? Like they have so many people that are just not available. I'm just like, please, just let the Packers win. I also heard that the Bears were going to beat the Packers. So, we saw how that was going. So they own the Packers in the first quarter.
You think the Packers can slow down one Cole Beasley, who the Buccaneers?
I know they just brought him in. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. These Thursday night and Monday night games suck. The Sunday night game has potential to be a snoozer too. The Broncos 49ers might be a very low scoring game.
Yeah, it could be boring. A lot of defense.
It's Brett Favre. It's always Brett Favre.
We'll see. Brett Favre, scummery.
But
Brett Favre for prison. Brett Favre for prison.
Right next to Pat Shurmur.
At least my hero's just a drunk. Yours is a friggin' thief.
Yeah, my terrible person. My question to you was did I hear this? Yes. Did I hear this correctly? Also, that Eli Manning thing was amazing. Did you see that where he like tried out for, I think it was Penn State? Like in
no.
Like full prosthetics and stuff. That was great. You should go watch that. It's a nice little view. Is it true that on the stream from this past week with the Broncos, you were saying that you wanted Pat Shurmur back?
No.
I believe that's what some people were telling me.
I probably made a joke about that.
Mm.
I probably said, I can't believe I want Pat Shurmur back. Come on. I'm not going to pay his bail to get him out of jail. Bring him onto my team.
Looks like
Okay, guys. Okay, let's get one thing straight here. I'm not going to remember what I say. I'm not going to remember.
Guys, you need to understand that I don't mean 9 things out of 10 that I say.
I mean some of them. I'm just not going to remember them.
Mm.
Like the chat could tell me I said something and I'll be like, that I did not say. And I'm going to be like, I probably did say that. Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be a problem then.
Yes.
We're going to
cancel somebody who can't remember what they did or didn't say.
Got him.
Tom, what do you got coming out today?
I got the NFC South reaction to week 2. That's why I'm wearing this beanie, because I didn't want to do my hair, because I need it for Seb on the scooter. So I need to do that. And I got predictions coming out. Might have a short coming out. Depends on if Johnny Barks has time. But I recorded a short yesterday, too, about Kirk Cousins on Monday. So
Johnny doesn't have time.
Didn't he do work for you yesterday, Perna?
Yeah, but he's got finished my 2015 video.
No, Perna. No. Stop taking Giant Barks away from me. So yeah.
He's gonna, but like 3 weeks from now, he's gonna be like, I'm done, guys.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I'm done.
You're sending me too many videos.
Yeah, I can't. He's like, also my price is going up 7,000%.
Yeah. I respect.
Oh, maybe he's gonna start a bidding war. He's be like, all right, well, which one of you wants this to come out first? Now that's capitalism right there.
We got to have a super chat thing for Johnny. We can just get it.
That's it.
Johnny edited my if the NFL were a corny TV show that went up late last night. If you haven't watched it, please check it out. I think they're pretty funny. I think they're good. We're working on making them better, but nobody's watching this one. And if nobody watches, I'm gonna have to kill it. Kill it.
So then I should tell people to not watch it, because then Johnny's gonna have more time to edit things for me.
Oh, smart. 3D chess. I'm playing Minecraft.
What? Okay, folks, thanks. So I feel like you ended it. No? You're just stoic. Okay. Well, folks, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back on Friday morning without one Kurt Benkert. It'll be sad.
Yeah. It's gonna suck. Friday's gonna suck.
God. Gotta do this show with Perna. And I want to
8 Fridays now without Kurt.
It's gonna be. We got used to those 2 weeks. It was like being in the sun, and now
he's like, here's some actual football analysis for you guys. This is what really happened.
Yep.
We're like, oh, and now he's gone.
Now
I'm gonna play in the NFL. See you guys later. Where's your loyalty, Kurt? I'll pay your pension, Kurt.
Folks, thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated.
And you've reached your destination. Holiday Road.